how's it going, everybody? So in this video I kind of want to talk about something that I guess I've been working on for a very long time, but I think more recently I've been taking the actions to actually doing it. I don't know I don't know is what I'm trying to say, if I want to go and fully commit into this, but I think talking about it and I don't know, I think just sharing it might help me and maybe give me some other feedback too, for people that are watching the video. But anyway, for a long time I've been planning on starting like a company, I guess, or I guess more like a small personal business for myself. And I think even more specifically, it would be involved around YouTube and maybe selling like Pokemon cards or something like that. This conversation could get very long, and there's obviously a lot of different like facets and angles and things to consider. So I don't want anything really that I say be taken, I guess, out of context, or like any individual point be taken fully, because there's so many things and that it's involved with this. But I mean, I've been doing YouTube for a long time, and I've been making some money here and there. But I think turning into like an actual business it'd be fun, and I guess more tax efficient. You know, I could actually buy equipment and things, but that's not what I really want to focus on in this video. At least the YouTube side of it, I wanted to focus on the selling aspect of like the potential future business, and one thing I really want to do is sell Pokemon cards, because it's just fun. There's a lot of, I gotta be careful with that. There's certain parts of selling Pokemon cards that I think is quite fun. There are a lot of cons, I think, or bad aspects to this business model, whatever. Mainly because you're just reselling like products, and I don't know. I can dive into a lot of different things, but I want to first talk about the things that I would really enjoy and why this initially intrigues me. While we talk about this, I was sorting my cards, and then I was like, you know, we could just make a video talking about this while I do it to help me get my thoughts out. So I'm putting all these cards into like a database, at least so I can see it like in an Excel sheet. But let's first like sort it. I'm probably gonna sort by language first, so I'm gonna do that. Really would like to do something like this, like sell cards. The part that I love about it, like, you know, obviously I love cracking packs, I love pulling gold cards, but I love the like organization. I already put this card in, actually. I love organizing the cards. I love like spreadsheets and finding market opportunities for certain things, and like, yeah, I look into like stocks and other things too, obviously, but I don't know, the Pokemon market is just, it's got a lot more flavor, I guess, to it. But yeah, I've been watching this market and I guess just been very involved with Pokemon. I mean, my entire life, but I think more specifically like after, or when I got to college, because, you know, I started making some money, start buying some more cards, start having like a better understanding of the world in a sense, and I don't know. I would love to have like a whole bunch of booster boxes in my like closet, and like a whole bunch of like organizers organizing like cards and artwork and stuff. That just, that gets me like excited, you know. I think people can relate to that, you know. But there's some very gross and obvious aspects of Pokemon, or reselling Pokemon cards, that should be noted, and it has turned me away from this for years, and it's kind of the main driver of why is that card different? What is this, a fake card? Why is it different? This is cut weird. Interesting. One of the biggest downsides to this is the margins are so small. This business requires, yeah, very, very bad margins. There's a lot of competition. You need a lot of volume. These things are pretty pilferable too. Like, people could steal if you don't track your orders and all this other stuff. Market fluctuations. And one of the other things too, I mean, this is like, may sound bad, but like, I think reselling Pokemon cards is like not like a valuable business or like a valuable thing to society, in my opinion. Like, I'm not making the cards. I'm not making the artwork. I'm literally buying the product cheap, and just selling it higher, or like opening the packs and then distribute. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just seems like a little bit like not. Oh, I have another one of these. It just doesn't seem like a very fulfilling thing to do, but that can be offsetted by just doing it on the side for fun here and there. And I think that's where I would really enjoy, just doing it like a couple hours a week, or just, I think I'm just searching for an excuse to like buy cards and organize it and maybe make a little bit of money here and there, or just like not lose money. I think, again, this might be dumb, but just bear with me and just kind of where my thoughts are at. I love making content on YouTube and videos. I love Pokemon and stuff too. I think there's probably a business model around the fact that you can make money making videos about like selling cards and opening packs and all this stuff, and then you can still sell the cards and stuff, but a majority of the money and most of the money being made is through like the video creation process, as opposed to actually selling the cards. Like, I'm not saying to sell the cards at a loss, but I'm just saying that like the selling the actual cards might not be like the biggest part of the business, there's the other side of that, where some people probably are gonna think like, oh, so you're just gonna like sell cards and act like you make like money or whatever, and in videos. And I think it's probably important to be transparent. Like, I'm not making, this is like again an assumption. Like, I'm not making a lot of money selling cards, but it's more to just show the process, open the packs and all that fun, and show how to organize it and stuff like that. I think that's where it'd be kind of enjoyable. And again, this isn't like super serious stuff, it's just opening cards and having some fun. But yeah, like, so like the other side of this is like, it's like I can dedicate, we all have 24 hours in a day. It's like, why would I do this when I can pursue something more profitable or higher margins with less time commitment in packaging orders and selling things for like cheap, that's something that I've been struggling with a lot. Like, you can make a lot more money doing like anything else. But it's like, it's just nice to have the product, to hold it, to look at it. It's I don't know how to explain it, but I think a lot of people can relate to that. But yeah, that's kind of one things that I'm struggling with, is like, I could pursue this. I got some notes over here too, so I can stop watching the same videos. I could do this, I could have some fun here and there, but like, let's say I spend 10 hours a week on doing this. Well, what if I spend 10 hours a week making more videos or selling a different product that I can make more money, and then not even make more money? Like, when I say make more money, I mean net more money. Like, the income you actually receive is more, because you can sell a card for like $100, or you say a booster box for $100, but you're only maybe making 5-10% on that at the end of the day. That stinks. And if like, there is fraud, so if you losing money on, or but you're only gonna make like 5% anyway. The numbers in my head just like they're just sad. I don't like that. So I think that's a little. It's just bad. Like right now I'm like talking myself out of doing this, but I still think it'd be kind of fun. Like I bought a whole bunch of more booster boxes. I still need to like. So like the big thing too is like setting up the business account. I think is important, but with like reselling things too, because like again the margins are so small. So if you're not keeping track and being tax efficient and like doing like actually operating under a business when it comes time to tax time, you might like actually like mess yourself up like financially if you're not keeping track of everything. And obviously you gotta talk to like a licensed advisor and everything and actually like work through this, how your business is gonna be profitable and how you're gonna keep track of everything when it comes time to tax time. But it's just a lot of things to consider, you know. Necros Magix. What's going on? But I think getting back to like I love making videos. I love Pokemon. There's probably some way I can like justify making videos, and a majority of the money made from the business is from the actual video making process, and like selling the actual product is like a little bit more minimal. But then it's like at the same time like all that extra time where like you're packaging orders and stuff, like what if you just sell a different product or start a different business, you know? I mean, not everything's about making money, but like, you know, you gotta eat at the end of the day. And I mean, obviously I have a job too. Like I'm pretty sure most of us have jobs, but like you don't want to. Man, I guess you can stop anytime you want to with something like this if you already have a job. But you kind of probably want some. Just your time should be paid and compensated for, you know. So I think yeah, it's just those are just some things that I like, you know, been thinking about. 153 out of 147. 53 out of 147. Like even like these ASMR videos, like we could easily make like hours and hours of content of, you know, me just sorting cards and stuff, and like that's content that I would actually enjoy too, just watching someone else sort cards, package orders, talk about what they're doing, you know, what they're selling, how much they made, how much they lost. Like it kind of just sounds like I'm giving myself something to do, but it's like things that I already want to do. This is a pretty cool card actually, but yeah. So I gotta put all these cards into this database. Darkness Energy 168 out of 147. Hopefully you can't really hear that. My AC's, I don't even know why my fan or AC is kicking on. Why is it kicking on? But anyway. I got a lot of cards to sort. Actually, this is just a stack. Getting into like other things too. Like I have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I could get, like sell, and Magic that I could sell that I just don't really need. There's like obviously TCG player you could sell on there, eBay. The fees are high, but there's a reason for it, you know. I started making my own website maybe actually almost like a year ago. I started as like a blog, but I actually recently, within the last few months, converted it to like an e-commerce website. Necrozma. I haven't really done too much with it, but I would like to sell on my own website. It's a lot more work, and I've already done like a lot of the work. I'm definitely not done yet, but you don't get destroyed on the fees. And again, with a business model like this, like TCG player and eBay fees are anywhere from like 10 to like 13%. Like we're talking like 15 to 20% margins, like maximum on these types of products. I mean, maybe you get a little higher, or whatever, but it's a lot more work and things like that. But I can keep a lot more profit by doing a lot more work. And just you gotta pick your poison. Then you also gotta you gotta have like a market. And you know you don't have access to like people searching. So there's a lot of pros and cons and things to consider. Metal GX 224 out of 224 out of 214. Is that it? 214. I don't know. Like, and I hate the idea of like getting scammed and like fraud and stuff. It just ruins my day. Like when I used to sell other stuff, or I used to sell like cards on eBay and stuff too, and even like Instagram here and there. But like you just get like one or two scammers that just like never showed up, and you just know they got the product, and just because you didn't like track it, because it was only like a $5 order, like a $2 card, just like I don't know, it just like ruins my like faith in humanity in a sense, you know. But it's just the name of the game. Perez Scurvy. I don't even. This is a Meowth, but I don't know what this is. I don't like cards like this. It's like, is it even worth ever listing up? Like, is someone ever gonna want this? Like in my head, I would bulk these up with like I don't know, like a batch of cards and sell them for like 10 cents. Like, and sure, maybe like $1 on like TCG Play or whatever. But like, really, no one's gonna want this card. Maybe they do. I don't know. Like Magic has like the Magic market has the benefit that people will buy more cards because they can actually play them more. I mean, there obviously is the TCG game where people can play, but the Magic like market I think is a lot more healthy with that aspect. Like Pokemon, like there's just really heavy hitting cards. There's really beautiful ones, and like they're more collectible. But yeah. There's also Rotom Fee. Let me just get this one card. 058 out of 196. I don't know what these cards are from. It's so hard to tell. You gotta know by the symbol, I think, with these. 2022. Where's it going? I had a feeling I might forget. Are we just talking about selling cards, Pokemon? Oh yes, see. So one thing is like the sealed Pokemon market. I want to be careful here because like the Pokemon sealed market has been essentially you buy a sealed box for the last like 20 since Pokemon came out. You essentially made money. That doesn't mean it's gonna continue to happen in the future, but it's just something that I've noticed, and I think everybody notices, and I think that's where it gets a little scary. That's why I'm being cautious. But I think being smart with like the approach to how I would manage this business. You know, we make some money from YouTube here and there. We open some packs. We send some cards to like people. We have some fun. We you know, personally, I would enjoy that aspect of it, managing the product and stuff. But I think a big thing would be investing from like the business perspective. The business would invest heavily into like a sealed product at a relatively good like discount before, like just before it starts to be out of print. Holding that product and then kind of almost waiting for the product to go up in price based on the demand or the supply-demand aspect. You know, as the supply decreases because they haven't been reprinted. I don't know if there's like some loophole, not loophole, but like there's something not understood in there. But I think that would be a different like a decent part of the business to be profitable. Like the first few years, it might not be. That's also banking on the fact that the boxes will increase in price, and then you're not moving inventory. There's a lot to think about, but it's just, yeah. I don't want to turn my every hobby I have into like a chore or like a job, you know. But also, there's like certain levels of seriousness that is actually kind of enjoyable, you know. And sometimes you need a little push or to push yourself a little bit, and then yeah, that's where the fun is. So I actually don't have the expensive cards. I forgot they're in like another binder, but I have some pretty good expensive cards. Then I wanted to show. Oh man, I'm tired. ASMR makes me tired. As I'm pretty sure it does for a majority of people. But I have my headphones on so I can hear myself. 182. I think when this card came out, it was like $100 or something like that. Not 100, sorry. It was like $40. I think it was like playable or something too. Pretty cool. I got this at like one pack. My friend like bought it from me. No, I think actually one of my family members bought it for like a Christmas. How much actually is this card? So one thing I gotta do too is check the prices. That could be in like a different video, but I want to first put everything on this in this Excel sheet. Iron Hands EXL. There's like an alternative rare too. This is 223. This is like $12 right now. A year ago, I was at like $26. We're like the lowest price. It's a pretty cool card, but again, I wouldn't really like invest in it. Yeah, I'm just gonna put like an estimated price for the card as we go through it. Yeah, one thing I hate going to the post office or like the mail room, so like this is like setting myself up for running to the post office every now and then. But I guess you gotta grow up a little bit. If you gotta go to the post office, just go like, you know, the people like, I don't know what the word is for that, but 027 196 027 196. One thing I like about the like Japanese cards though is they'll like let's see, if you go to, they'll tell you the exact set that's on it, the rarity. Like, then you go to like an English card, they give you this symbol, then they also give you the symbol of what set it is, and then the symbol of the rarity. But just like tell me the rarity, and then just tell me the set. Like, give me the number. You know, that's why I like Japanese product a lot better, and I think it's also just a lot cleaner too. But anyway, I was going through my old eBay orders, and I bought Sightseer, like the full art, maybe during COVID for $40. It was Japanese, and I forgot about this guy. I stopped tracking it so closely, but that order got canceled. And I remember like a year later, I was like, Sightseer is like $200, and I could have bought her for $40. Like, come on, like that card's beautiful. I wanted it, but yeah, that order expired, so I was bummed. Now Sightseer is like $400 or $500, and I'm just like, I wanted that card. It was a beautiful card. So that was kind of frustrating, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Things happen, so. And Namorous fee. Oh, 082 divided by 196. One thing too is like, if I were to sell all these cards, like I can't write anything off from taxes because like I don't have any proof of these boxes that I opened and everything, and like no business was created yet. So like all these cards being sold would just be, I mean, it could be used as like a starting capital to help buy other products if it even sells. Like I'm still confused. Like, I mean, this is a beautiful card, don't get me wrong, but like, is someone really gonna buy that? I don't know. Like, me personally, if it's not like a Kawaii card or like a Rayquaza, like I'm a little hesitant depending on the price of the card. That's not the full art. Yeah, like right now this is like 40 cents. Silver Tempest. Yeah, why doesn't it like pop? I wish it popped up. But yeah, maybe I'm different, or I don't want this to kind of seem like a Ponzi scheme almost, if that makes sense. Like where people just like I buy product for cheap, someone else buys it for a little bit more expensive. Someone else like buys it thinking it's gonna go up in price. Like I want someone just to buy it because they like the card. And I feel like Pokemon has kind of turned into a lot of money making or money discussion. Like there's so many investing videos on Pokemon, and I don't know. I have different opinions about it. I think it has a place in like a portfolio in a sense, but like very small. Like there's a reason. Like it's kind of hard to explain. That's kind of a topic for a whole different video. But there's a reason like gold exists in retail or real estate and stocks and bonds and like investing in businesses. There's a reason for it, and like investing in collectibles, I think it could have its place. But you just gotta be careful and cautious. And I think when too many people are in it, I don't know, it makes me uneasy, I guess. So, but there's people have different opinions, and even like someone's probably hearing me right now being like that's another reason like why you should invest, right? You know, there's people have different opinions. I digress though, but that's like having a Pokemon business where you're already like set up, and then you're selling things, and then you're being tax advantageous, and then you're, you know, like you actually have like a market to sell to. You have a customer base, and you have like reputation. Offloading product to becoming more liquid, that decreases that risk and almost makes like I guess investing, if you will, more like desired, more, and I guess conducive to your portfolio, because like a big thing with Pokemon is like liquidity. Like if you don't have like some place to sell it, like, and I guess anybody can like make an eBay account, but man, even if you bought $100 box, it goes to 200, and like you're already, let's say eBay fees are 10%, they're not 10%, they're much more, so that's, you lost $20 there. Then it's like at least $10 to ship the product, maybe $5 in like packaging, all this other stuff. So let's say you lose like $40 right off like the initially. Now you're down to like 160. And then if you can't prove that you bought it for $100, then you're paying tax on the 160, which is completely different than just paying it on $60. There's just like a lot of things like that. Maybe people don't dive as deep into that as they should, but that's what I think of. Suian Arcanine feet 090 like 195. I think I got 2 of these, right? Uno, I gotta sleeve all these too. I need to get better sleeves. I'm just being careful with them now. I mean, I don't think these are that expensive cards, but still, you know, gotta respect them. I gotta buy more sleeves. But I might be buying, or I'm trying to start this business actually soon. I gotta talk to like a CPA. I mean, you can do it online, but I got a lot of questions. And information is valuable and information is expensive, especially when you're dealing with money and setting things up legally, and I don't want to cut corners. But anyway, there's a lot we could keep diving into, but I think we'll save that for like another video for right now. I got a lot of work, I guess, to do. If I want to do this, it's gonna take a lot of time out of my already pretty busy schedule. It's just, is it worth the time and money for potential reward? Is it worth that fun? I don't know. I think it's one of those things, just maybe you gotta just do it. And if you don't like it, well, it's not like you're signing like a death contract or something, you know. Maybe you are, I don't know. Anyway, though, I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna be posting some more. I got a new space to record audio in, which is pretty great, despite this fan that keeps kicking on, which I can't turn off every now and then. But so I will be trying to post at least maybe once a week. No promises on that, but at least once a month. I think I could manage that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. I'll see you